Welcome to Hafodunos Hall. I'm Rick Wood, and this is our project, our family project to restore the building and its gardens. It's been here a long time, 150 years, in various guises. It has been a family home, a girls' school, accountancy college, old folks' home. Once it fell into neglect. It was burnt down in 2004, and after a long period we bought it with the intention and the wishes to restore the place. There's a lot of work to be done. As you can see from photographs, there's not a roof on it yet, but the way we look at it, we've got decent walls and we've got an area, the conservatory, the gardens have all improved, and we're improving them all the time. Today is our open days, which we are doing, open doors, which we are doing with the help of CADU and the local Conwy Council. It's an open doors, we're sharing heritage, because although we own the place, it's a great building that, as indeed all buildings, we're only a temporary custodian of this place to try and restore it for the nation, and that's what we're trying to do. It's been here for 150 years, and this present building is the newer model that was built for Margaret Sandbach's memory. There had been a house here of significance and estate owners for hundreds of years before this building was actually constructed. It's a George Gilbert Scott building. He was a preeminent architect of the mid-1800s. He also built or designed St Pancras Station and the Albert Memorial and the Foreign Office, among other buildings. The workmanship on this building is just glorious, and as I go about restoring it, we realise the skill sets that are necessary to restore it. It was built over a number of years with teams of skilled craftsmen. The building is positioned in a higher elevation than the original building, and we on occasions come across original stones from the original building. In fact, the hall was built using a lot of the old slate stone, and now it is built with London brick and limestone. We've been trying to source more of the limestone. We need to source the slate. We believe it was a Westmoreland slate, which has a green hue to it, and is again quite beautiful, but being able to find it at the moment is awkward. We need quite a lot of them. We shall get there eventually. It was built by the Sandbach family, who are wealthy people, and of course to have something like this you've got to have, it's almost money to burn. It costs so much, and of course, like all old buildings that tend to be in Britain, the buildings generally get sold off for death duties at some stage, and that's what happened with the hall, and it was sold almost 100 years ago, and it's remained in private ownership of different people for various whiles. In the Second World War it was turned into a hospital, and shortly after that, or around a similar time, a girls' school from Sale in Manchester came here, and pupils were here from that stage for about 30 years or so. And in fact, my architect Gavin's mother went to school here, so I always have Gavin and his mother to blame for why we actually took on the place. Thanks, Gav. So eventually this will be our family home, as indeed various buildings on the ground already are. We are going to live in the building, and ideally it needs to have a function for the future as well. It can't just be a home unless you're extremely rich, again, with money to burn. And the function we ideally hope will be to hold events here. Weddings, conferences, and of course that needs a business plan. So there'll be accommodation within this building itself. There were originally 32 bedrooms, but very few toilets in those days. So we need to change its form and its structure on the inside to be able to work out how we live here. The grounds themselves, we're restoring as we go along. We are replanting. They had been neglected for about 100 years and abandoned for about 50 years. We've done a lot of clearing, and everything that seems to be left are just large sycamores. There was a spell about 20, 30 years ago where somebody came and wholesale destruction of trees. They logged many trees in here, felled the things, took out the trunks, left all the brush, crushed things, and that's when the preservation orders went onto the place, and it's when the listing, it is a grade 1 listed home, came into effect. So our job now is to replant what was there, and we're doing so at the moment. We're putting in new redwood trees, oaks, beeches, and of course these will be in small scale, so that in 150 years people will wonder who planted those. I'll have to put our names on them, I think, just so that they know who did it. And it's a Chinese old expression that is a sign of a civilized society when older men plant trees that they will never see grow. But somebody's planted these 150 years ago, we get the benefit from that. So hopefully people will have the benefit from where we put the trees. But there are a lot going in now. It's been an awkward year, this last year. The harsh beast from the east and the hard drought that we had. We've lost a few of the trees that we've already put in, but hey ho. It's like today's open day and it's raining.